Hello, everybody. It's the real Mr. Squid here, and welcome back to another episode of the DW20 pack. I hope y'all are having a good day, and let's get right into it. So, there was a couple things that happened in between episodes. Most of them were actually not related to me playing the game. So, for some reason, my antivirus really doesn't like the mod launcher I'm using. I'm using this mod launcher called the GD launcher. I'm only using. I don't normally use that. I was just using it because I was informed that it was, the bee's knees, so to speak. So I was like, okay, I'll switch to it. I don't mind. Oh my goodness, villager. Yo, relax. I'm trying to talk to the people. um, and it like fully my antivirus like fully deleted the launcher, and I was like, oh my goodness, please don't let the pack be gone, or like the save of the world. And when I loaded up, it was gone. But then I had to go deep into the labyrinth that is the files on my computer, and I found it. So we're back. I'm still on the same launcher, but I've decided I'm gonna stay on it, but I'm gonna back up the world every day. So basically, disaster averted. We are okay. But a couple of things I did around the base, actually in game, in between episodes, was I added these nice elevators to get in between the floors. I'll explain all this in a second. I added some nice wood flooring down here, these really cool lanterns from Torchmaster. They light up everything in an area, like from a pretty good area actually. Like this whole room is lit from just that one. This whole room is lit just from that one. What else did I do? I did some enchanting. My flux capacitor, I gave it holding, which makes it hold more power. I gave this already had fortune. I gave it efficiency 5, my flux bore, so that thing's pretty beefy. And I gave my netherite pigmatok efficiency 4. But something I forgot to mention, which is pretty cool, is by the pack getting deleted and then me re-downloading the pack, there was actually an update, and they added a couple mods to the pack. Namely, the biggest one that I can think of off the dome is Tinker's Construct. So, because when I spawned in, I had this book, and I was like, what the heck? Why do I have this book? And then, yeah, they got Tinker's Construct. They have compact machines, which, if you know about those, are really cool. You can, like, wow, it's the 4th compact machines already? Crazy. Super cool, these compact machines. It's like you put a block down, and then you right-click on that block, and you step inside of the world, inside of the block. It's actually a different dimension, but, like, you still step in, and then you can pipe stuff into that block, and it'll pipe it inside of the world. It's cool. We'll definitely mess around with it for sure. But what are we messing around with today? Well, we are gonna mess with some Botania, because that was the plan. And so Botania is a magic mod. I'll make the book real quick. The Lexica Botania. Let's see, what edition are they on now? 416th edition. Crazy. So you see all those like mystical flowers out and about? There's some green ones right there. Okay, there's only some green ones right there. Those are from another mod. Those blue flowers right there. But yeah. So those are the flowers that you use for this mod. And Botania is like a magic / tech mod. Oh, look at that little quote on the book when you pull it out. Vasky did a thing. CPW. I believe those are both mod authors. I'm pretty sure. So what I decided to do was go out and collect one of each flower, because I looked in the JEI and I saw that they were, able to be put in a botany pot. And I was like, I will collect some of these for preparation, which is what I've been doing. So let's open up this book and see what's what. Oh, I almost forgot. Look at the squid on my head. Isn't this amazing? Yeah, I don't know how. I died in the mining world, and I lost I believe it was a chicken I had on my head. I lost the chicken, and I was like, dang it. But then I got a squid, and that's just so much better. You know? He's like, that's my best pal up there. Okay, into the book. Magic, tech, naturally. Yep, tech mod, themed around natural magic, flower magic. Basics and mechanics. Okay. Welcome to Botania. I know about all of this, so I know that one of the first things that we gotta do... Oh. Oh, you can change the cover. Oh, I didn't mean to drop it. You can, so like... So, yeah, that's new. Lexico Botania, so I could change it to... Why can I not type in here? Oh, I didn't put the book in. I got excited. So is that gonna be... Oh, it doesn't fit the whole thing. Dang it. That's okay. That's cool. Over to the right there, if you guys see that. Okay. So, one of the first things, it tells us all about the the flowers you find out in the world. I collected them all. They're everywhere, so you don't got to worry about that. So the first thing that we need to make is a Petal Apothecary. Okay, because that's how you make flowers. Well, that's one of the way to make flowers. So let's get into that. Petal Apothecary. You can make different color ones. We'll probably just stick with the cobblestone one. Grab a couple of white flowers, because we're going to need them anyway. Turn them into petals. And, okay, we have a Petal Apothecary. Very cool. Now, the next thing you need to make is a pure daisy, because a lot of things in this mod require living stone and living rock. Now, the only way to get those are to take stone and wood. It's called living... Oh, did I say living stone and living rock? I meant living wood and living rock. My bad. And you put it around the flower like so. But first we have to make the flower. So how does one do that? Well, it is 4 white petals and a Petal Apothecary. So let's get that going. But you need to fill the Petal Apothecary up with water before you can do anything. And I don't have a good source of water near me. That's close. Also, when it deleted, when the pack reset, kind of, I mean, the world didn't reset, but when the pack reset, I lost my map information, so I don't know stuff anymore. Okay, so I made a sink. This is from Cooking for Blockheads. This is a great little thing. Slap this down here. Grab a bucket. So this is basically just an infinite source of water. All the time, no matter what. Some of you probably already know this, but just going over it for those who don't. So let's get some pure daisies. So, first thing you do, you put water in your Petal Apothecary. And the recipe said 4 white petals. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see them spinning around in there. And then you drop a seed in to make the flower. Pure daisy. Now, to make it easier, you can actually right-click with an empty hand to repeat your last recipe, if you have all the stuff in your inventory. And then you just drop the seed. So that is nice. We're probably going to make 4 of these, I'm thinking. Oh, I didn't want to grab a stack. Yeah, 4 of these should be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get them set up outside. Let's grab some logs, stack of these. And you can actually use any stone. You don't need to use cooked stone. So I'm going to use probably andesite to get it used up. Or actually probably granite, I'm thinking. There we go. That should be good. So you just put the logs around it. And you know it's working when you see these particles on the blocks. Very cool. This is definitely one of my favorite mods out there. Like magic-wise. It says it's a magic tech mod, that's what it says in the book. But I feel like when you play it, it definitely feels like, to the heart, closer to a magic mod. Okay, so the next thing we need to make before we do anything is the Wand of the Forest. This allows us to manipulate and control flowers. It's kind of like this mod's wrench, so to speak. But we can't do that until we have living wood, so we gotta wait here a second. This shouldn't be too long. What is it like? Does it say in the book how long it takes to do this? Probably not. Next go Botania, pure daisy. Just give it a minute. So it takes 60 seconds or so. Oh, it's transforming. Nice. Start breaking it up. Also, the blocks look great. Well, okay, most of the blocks look great. I understand that the living rock is supposed to kind of look very organic and natural. And it does. And I think it's also supposed to look shiny, but like the shininess I don't get from it as much. Okay, so we're going to sort of set some more of these up. Probably all longs this time. And we're going to leave this to go. Okie doke. So let's get into making our wand. Now you can make the wand any color you want. With the different petals, I'm probably going to do a nice blue-purple. Get some blue petals, get some purple petals. And let's take a look at the book. Yep. So, if memory serves, it's just not that. Yep, you need 1, 2, 3 living wood twigs in a diagonal, and then 1 petal of your choice, and 1 petal of your choice. Wand of the forest. Bam. And if you shift right click, it changes its mode. We don't really need to worry about the mode right now. Okay. Now, getting down to... Oh, is it gonna like lock us out of stuff if we don't read this? Because that's a little frustrating. Black lotuses are something that you can find in like chests and stuff, and they're basically just a loot item, to my knowledge, that give you mana when you drop it in a mana pool. Mana is the power of this mod, so to speak. Flower pouches. That's a way to, like, you know, pick up flowers and stuff and like hold them easily. Okay. So next we need to get into creating mana, the heart of the mod. So that is where we're going to go to generating flora. So we don't have very many ways. It appears that we're locked out, which is unfortunate, to a couple of them. We have to actually go through the mod. That's okay. That's a more fun way to do it. We're probably going to do... I would do the hydrangeas, but they decay after 3 days. They didn't used to decay. A long time ago, they didn't used to decay. Under the sea. I love these little quotes under the flowers and under the items. So what they do is they absorb water in a 3x3 area, kind of around them, still water, and they convert it into mana. But we're going to do Endo Flames, which burn coal, or coal-like items, and they make mana with it. So what are we going to need to make mana? Endo Flames. So 2 browns, a light gray, and a red. Okay. So... red. Light gray. I feel like that might be... No, it's light gray. Okie doke. There we go. I don't know why I put the seeds away. Let's get a quick sleep in here so we can have a nice, beautiful day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-explore the world because of the new mod adding or being added in. Because Tinker's Contract adds some things to the world, like different copper ore and also those islands with the slime and stuff. Okay, so 2 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these. Yep, Endo Flame. And let's just make a good amount of these. So you have to put the water in first, and then right-click with an empty hand to do the to play back the last recipe. Pretty simple stuff. Should have 8. 8 is a good amount. Now, next is a mana pool. Mana pool. This is where you store your mana. This is how you use your mana. It's how you basically, how you do everything. So we can use our living rock that we got a second ago to make a mana pool. So here's our storage. There isn't really a better one. I don't think that the fabulous mana pool, now I can't confirm this, but I don't think the fabulous mana pool here holds more. It might hold more. A vivid wave. Oh yeah, so we have to do things to unlock things. That's kind of interesting. It's different. Yeah, we don't need to mess with that today. Next, we need to make a mana spreader, which spreads mana from the flowers to wherever you want it to go. That's pretty simple to make. It should just be, yep, living wood, which is why I got a bunch more going here. Oh dang, it's one of those bats. Looks like he's not. Looks like he's gonna leave me alone. Yeah, those things, when I first saw it, I was petrified. I was like, what is this? Never seen it before in my life. Very cool animations, though, like the flying and stuff. Pretty cool. Okay. So we're ready to get some mana spreaders down. Now, you gotta be careful when you're, putting down flowers that create a lot of mana. 2, 3, 4. 4 is probably enough for now. Yeah, so you gotta be careful when you're putting down flowers that create a lot of mana, because they can then overflow your. If you only have one mana spreader, they can overflow it, and then you're losing mana because it can't move it fast enough. So let's put down our mana pool right here. Put down let's see, 2 Endo Flames in each area. 2. I like that. I'd say that's pretty good. I'll put a mana spreader here and a mana spreader here. So, if you hold out your Wand of the Forest, you can see that these are shooting up. You want to shift right click them. You want to be in bind mode, shift right click them, and then shift right click them wherever you want them to go. So if I want them to go over there, it's going to point at that block, but I want them to go into my mana pool because that is my mana storage. So bind, bind, there we go, and bind, bind. Okay. Now, if I hover over these Endo Flames, you can see they have a picture of a mana spreader and an X, which means that they are not currently linked to any mana spreader. So we can go into bind mode and bind them. And now this one has a check mark. I'm not sure if 4 Endo Flames is too much for a base mana spreader. You can also upgrade these mana spreaders in the future. But I think these are all linked. They appear to be all linked. So let's put a piece of coal down. It's going to immediately suck it up. One of them is. And you'll see if my magnet was off. It was that one. That one did it. So we should, in a second here, see some mana forming. Yep, so this, here, let me throw down a couple. Should all get to eat. And there it goes. Look at it go. You can see it shooting its mana burst right into there. I'm trying to see if I can show you the mana within the flower. I can show you the mana within the spreader. So this is the mana that all these are putting into this thing instantly. And then it is shooting it out. It appears to be keeping up easily with no problem. And we are getting mana. So normally, this would be, this would be sufficient. But this isn't very automated. I don't want to have to come over here, throw stuff down, yada yada. I was curious of what that was. Let's see, you got any good trades? Probably not. that's actually not a bad one. Get away from my home. Get out of here. Leave. Oh, I also slapped in another portal. In the back here. Oop, little lag spike. And you llama? Oh, he's gone. So we're going to try to automate this slightly here, a little bit, with a pressure plate, a dispenser. It's a very simple thing. It might be so simple they might have actually put it in the book. Let's see, because it was so commonly used. Let's see, generating floor, endo flame. There might be a picture of the setup. Okay, yeah. So we can actually use Botania fully to do this. We can make an open crate. So we'll make that now. For now, I'm going to let that go. You guys get to see me do terrible redstone live. I'm going to try my best here. Shouldn't be too tough. Let's see, open crate. Is it all living wood planks? It is. So an open crate, to my knowledge, is just something that as soon as anything's piped into it, like via a hopper, or I don't have a hopper. A hopper. Get one of those. The very second it's dropped in, it drops. And it drops in a straight line in the very center of the block, which is important. So what we need to do is get a pressure plate. I keep thinking that we have these things made. A pressure plate. And then some way to get that signal up to the open crate. It's been a while since I've done this, so this might not go as well as I want it to. It's like the most simple redstone circuits. They always slip my mind. Okay. Let's pick up this coal. How much mana we got? Whew, that's pretty good. This is going at a nice rate. So I'm going to set it up right here. And if this is getting a signal, we're going to have this go into a piece of redstone, into a block of living wood. Let's see, so if there's... There we go. And I will unpower that. And open crate. Right? Redstone there. Let's get a hopper on top. On top. So this should unlock and lock the hopper. So the hopper is locked right now. Or no, the hopper is locked right now. So I should just have to kickstart it with one piece of coal. I'm silly. This should be a wooden pressure plate. I forgot that stone ones don't work with items. Hurry into the home! Can I use this wood? Dang it. Oak. Okay. There's probably a simpler way to do this. Let's see. So the hopper's locked right now, and if we kickstart it, okay. That's not what we want. So I think what I'm going to do something along the lines of this. This powers this, which powers that. Or no. There we go. So now it's unlocked. Right. Okay, so it's unlocked now. So it's going to drop items, which will then lock it. And then when these items get eaten, buy these flowers, it'll drop more. Okay, yep, so this is this is automated now. I was a little afraid I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so let's F3G. And let's make sure that we have this chunk loaded. I think we do. Just in case I will... no, it's loaded. Yeah. Also, if for some reason these mana spreader noises ever get to you, you can actually, at least you used to be able to, add wool to them. I could just use my muffler, which is all fine and dandy, but we do have a lot of string. So I'll probably just slap some wool on these bad mamma jammas, and that'll be that. Let's see. It's like a sheep. That's funny. Yep, you can just add wool to dampen it. And that doesn't... Oh, there you saw it activating. Because these flowers were done eating. Or done consuming the coal. And that one is consuming it now. And I think... Yep, now they're all done. We're getting a good amount of mana here. Now, what can you do with mana? Is what you're probably curious of a little bit. And you can do a bunch of stuff. Like you can make armor from the iron, the Manasteel, which is what I think we're going to do to wrap up this episode. I hope we have enough here. So we're hitting the wrapping up point right about now. Yep, you just walk over and you can put that stuff back in. You can just drop it in. And it gives you a Manasteel. And that uses up some mana. There we go. That should be armor, I believe, right? What is it? It's like 4. Yeah, okay. Let's make some nice armor. Look at these little boots. And the leggings. I made too much armor. Or too many steel. But that's okay, because we're going to need more in the future. I think it's time to become the flower squid. Oh, we look sick! Very cool. Okay, guys. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely got a lot done today with the mana and the automation of it. Botania, you know, getting into Botania. Leave me alone, spider. Leave me alone, creeper. Yeah, this is a pretty cool design. Simple, but effective. So, on that note, I'm gonna leave, guys. So, as I said before, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.